I mean,
Man,
hey guys,
we are
look,
so all over the place right now between you having technical
yeah,
difficulties, me not playing the right intro.
that's what I was about to say. Hey, look, guys, I'm sorry, I'm having some kind of like technical difficulties. You just wouldn't think that would happen with the equipment that I have, but it for some reason it happens on a pretty regular
Well, what's
basis.
funny is on top of it, apparently I screwed up yesterday and I passed out early last night, didn't even have my phone with me. And all of a sudden I see a bunch of messages on Instagram this morning from Chase and Christina. Apparently I set the live for yesterday
Oh,
at 6 o'clock, and there was apparently a whole bunch of people waiting for us.
oh shit.
And yeah, no live.
Well, hey, look, we're both really sorry. That's not even funny, but we're both really sorry. So we have a lot of exciting stuff going on today, right? So we got the whatever new pops we picked up. We have this new game. I don't know if we've like come up with a name for it yet, but we did this last week where we took a soda and then we're gonna give you guys a letter every few 10 minutes or so. We're going to give you a new letter. And then all you have to do tonight is once you get this name put together that we're going to give you, because all these letters are going to end up in a name, you're going to then go to Chris's Instagram, which is Mr. Techbot, just in case you don't know. You're going to go there and you're just going to give him the name. And then that's going to get you entered to win the soda that he has tonight on my show next week. So we've already got the wheel loaded up. Why don't we like hit these guys up real quick and see who won this one? It looks like we have Funko PDX in the house, Slushland. We got a lot of really cool
And
people
just in
here
case
already.
you don't follow me, there you go.
There you go. There you go.
But, all right, let's get this. Let's do this first one. We're gonna get this first one out of the way real quick for last week. We have, well, if I share the screen correctly. Come on, please, something work today.
So surprisingly enough, we only had 3 people who sent me the name yesterday, and I guess we kind of didn't talk about something before like hand. I'm not really going to say that we're going to disqualify anyone if you give away the name at the end, but we would prefer that you didn't, right? Let's keep it fun and fair.
I think
through
a couple of
everybody.
people said at the end of last
Right.
week, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
think it's just
but
part of the fun of the game. Just send it off to our Instagram messages, and we will get it. But we got 3 this week. This is the first week, we understand, and hopefully as weeks go on, we'll continue going.
Yes,
So
we're really hoping this catches on.
So we're gonna shuffle this 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're gonna spin.
Come on, who's taking it home? Who's taking it home? And this one is going to go all the way to the UK, Andy Roberts. We appreciate you, brother. Truly, truly appreciate you. I will get this one out in the mail in the next week or so. Somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. Truly, truly appreciate you.
Yeah, you gotta get to that UK shipping first.
That's right. I gotta get to you.
But we are gonna start the first one, and I do have it already set up here. No need for posted notes this week.
So before we go much further, what's the soda?
Oh yeah. I do have a Rosie.
Oh,
it is a common. It has been opened. And the bag is still bagged. The bag hasn't been opened yet, but it is a common. But it is Rosie from the Jetsons. And I did have it because I know Wayne came to me and said, what should we start calling this name? Now, mind you, this name is a work in progress. If we don't like this, then we'll change it. So we're gonna go with the first letter of this. And mind you, since it is Disney Plus Day, and there has been some fantastic new shows that have been announced, this is in honor of Disney Plus Day. First word for word pop.
Word pop. I like
is
that.
A.
So today is an A. You know what's funny is I don't even know what today's word is. We were having technical difficulties, and I'm writing this one down myself.
It's something that we probably would have talked about beforehand, but yeah, we were having problems.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't even know what today's word is, and I still have all my Post-it notes sitting here from last week.
Yeah, I was on point today. I had overlays to go.
Sweet. That's a really good deal. So, new pops, have you picked any of these guys up? I mean, they've had so many that's dropped in the last couple of days. Have you picked any new ones up?
I have not picked any new ones up. There's a lot that I would really like. As I've been trying to. I know sometimes, especially if you guys have followed both myself and JKL, I'm trying to beat him sometimes to some of these Instagram posts, but man, that guy is fast.
He's fast.
He's really fast on the fingers. but I'm trying to do more posts, at least 1 to 2 a day on my Instagram, and some of these are probably more coming from the Twitter than anything. But I really like the new Halo ones for the new Halo game coming out. I really like those a lot. I really like the new Olaf pops. Those are fantastic. I think those are going to be fun. But yeah, they got some great ones. I think there's some really good ones coming out that were announced this week that I think would be pretty fun. I know the downside to some of this stuff is that there are some that I do want that are, and we're going to get more into this later, but that they are Target exclusives. In fact, we're also going to talk about Target exclusives. Horrible
Yeah, it's
Funko Pop exclusive that they just announced.
Did they just announce a Funko? Because I'm currently like I'm what do you call that, boycotting Target at all costs.
Yes.
I we'll talk about that later. But I am currently boycotting Target, so I don't even know that they dropped anything. But
Andy Roberts, thank you very much.
Truly appreciate you. I'm gonna have to get somebody to bring me a drink though, because I was in a hurry to get down here, and then I started having problems.
Okay, so, you gonna text your server?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Right. I wouldn't say that out loud.
We'll give him the superhero chat or superhero.
Right. Truly appreciate you. Truly.
But yes, there has been a lot, especially you and I have talked about it. I've had some conversations, and mind you, it's not just the two of us. I've had conversations with another longtime viewer and great support of the channel, OTTG. He started texting me with a lot of frustration this week, and
with Target.
Yeah,
let's start that conversation. Let's start that conversation. Then
before we hit that conversation, let's hit up the chat.
Yes, let's hit up the chat.
Let's hit up the chat real quick first, because a lot of you guys have been in here for a while, and of course, OTT with G was in here really early, about 5:15. So appreciate you stopping by. Of course, we got Jesse Lou Comics and Pop. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you stopping by. And we also got Chase's Kingdom, Hails from the Kingdom, brother. I appreciate you stopping by. We got Christina Payne, the best mod in the business. Yeah, I know she won't be on a whole lot tonight because I think she took the family out to the movies. So enjoy the movies. Awesome. Enjoy your family time. Family comes first, as always.
Truly awesome, guys. We appreciate all of y'all coming and hanging out with us. I seen a new face. I'm glad you started saying that, because I was going to slaughter it. I knew that I was going to be like Hoffa Stone. Yeah, anyways, I just knew that I was going to slaughter it. So I was glad that you slaughtered that one for me.
We've also got our great friend Funko PDX, and he's had some run-ins with Funko this week. That is always unpleasant. Nonetheless, of course, we have our good friend Slush from Slushland, all the way from the Great White North of Canada. Okay. We appreciate you coming by. Of course, we've also got Zach Bonifer. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming on by, hanging out with us. Who else have we got in here? You guys have been chatting up a storm. Plus, I had to keep chatting with them while we were having technical difficulties. Of course, we have our big winner today, Andy Roberts. What's up, buddy? He says he's heading home after a few in the pub. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Drive safe going home.
Drive safe. Yes, drive safe. Definitely drive safe. So,
and let me just double check, make sure I'm not missing anybody else real fast.
Let's dive into I seen Hojo just joined us. We have Hojo and Hojo.
We got a few more. Baby Ice. We've got why am I having a hard time saying this? Quick Draw McGraw. What's up, buddy? And we've got Simon Crook. What's up, man? How you doing? We've got the one, the only K Titus, all the way from Japan. What's up, man? We've got another new face, Hojo.
Yeah.
First time watching, full support, guys. Appreciate it. We definitely appreciate all the support, and I think we are finally caught up. And you guys have been chatting up a storm. I'll tell you that.
They have been chatting up a storm, and I'm going to tell you what, man. Y'all are a bunch of great, just great people, and this community is so awesome. The amount of people that's been sharing my videos lately is just awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you, But talking about the Target a little bit, so I kind of touched on this last week, I think. I think I've touched on it now for a couple of weeks because I think that I had kind of talked to you and I'd kind of reached out to a few other people and I'd kind of started reaching out to the community as a whole, trying to figure out what was going on with Target, right? I mean, so Target, you pre-order your pops from Target. I'm going to start from like the very beginning. You pre-order your pops, right? You pre-order them, and then they cancel your order. Now, normally that wouldn't make me ask why, right? I mean, you wouldn't ask why if they canceled your order, right?
I mean, I would be a little annoyed, but I mean,
but it wouldn't draw any red flags, right? I mean, you'd
no.
be like, well, I mean, they canceled my order because they canceled my order, but then they were selling the pre-orders again the next day.
Yeah,
So
which doesn't make any sense. You're going to cancel it. Why are you going to open the pre-orders right back up? Which is what OTT had the problem with. Is he put 2 pre-orders in, and both of them got canceled.
All right, so the further we've all dug into this, and as a community, this is what makes this community so great, is that we actually talk about like what's going on, right? With you guys in the chat right now, y'all are talking about what's going on. We actually like communicate with each other. So one of my questions was, are they playing a shell game, right? Are they doing the old check fraud gimmick? Really, is what that
It
is.
seems like they're doing a bait and switch.
That's not what they're doing. They're doing a bait and switch. You're exactly right. I mean, you're exactly right. So what they're doing is they're selling the pre-order and then they cancel your pre-order. But then they won't give you a full refund. They're only giving you a partial refund and then partial gift card refund. Now we all know that most people never use those gift cards anyways, but that's not the point. The point is then they sell the pre-order again. And then they do the same thing again. I mean, and that's where all the red flags start to come into play. Is you've kind of turned it into a scam at this point, right? I mean, you've kind of started you had zero intent of selling the first people their pre-orders because you canceled their pre-orders and then sold the pre-orders again. So you willingly put yourself in a bait and switch scam, and it took us all a really long time to kind of figure out exactly what's going on.
They've had it going on for some time before we've all started catching on.
Right. That's because people weren't catching on to the fact that nobody was getting a full refund, that they were only giving partial refunds and then putting the rest on this gift card. Well, that's one thing to be upset about, right? I mean, that's one thing to say that this is garbage, right? And that it's garbage that they're doing that. The other thing is, so just the other day, I went into the Target and they wouldn't sell me the pop that I was there getting because they were holding this pop for somebody that was coming, that was with his 4-year-old daughter, and she wanted this pop for Christmas, and it's a very manly pop, and you're gonna have to see the video next week because this video you're gonna want to see this one. So this one should be dropping on Monday. I'll check to make sure, but it should be dropping on Monday. You're definitely gonna want to watch it. I mean, because this is one of them that you're gonna be like, what just happened? What is how did this even happen? So I kind of caught the Target employees keeping the pops for themselves to in my thoughts resell them. I mean, because that's the only reason why you would keep a high ticket item at a retailer is because you had the intent.
But
to
from your
resell it.
story, it's also it definitely entails someone that is trying to take a hold of a trend and not understanding what's a value and what's not.
Right. Yes. Yes, exactly. I mean, they tried to jump in and start like making money on the side, and they not totally understanding what they're doing. So you have to check out that video. You're really gonna like that video,
And
Lou.
Andrew, buddy, appreciate it.
Truly appreciate you.
Let me give
Just
him the
recently.
superhero landing real fast.
Just recently, I was talking with Andrew about coming live on the Lou, and we're trying to hash that out. So everybody just remember, at some point, I'm going to get that hashed out and we'll get it worked out.
Actually, if anyone did catch that, I did watch a little bit. I didn't comment at all. But I was in the show. I did watch some of Bearded Barbarian, a great friend of both of our channels.
Oh yes,
was on the luau last
Oh,
weekend.
that's pretty awesome. I missed that one. I'm gonna have to like try and tune in to these shows more often. The problem is right now his show is at a wrong time for me. It's so late on a Sunday. I have to get up at 2 a.m. on Sundays to go to work, so it just doesn't work for me right now. But I maybe one day that'll change. Maybe one day, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. One
It
day
did
that'll
for me
change.
at some
That's
point.
right.
So
So right now I'm kind of stuck in that third shift battle. So it maybe one day that'll change. But I'm gonna get off that subject because I'm not gonna let Target affect me. But I am currently on a Target boycott. I will not buy. I have a pre-order coming from Target at this moment. But after this, I will not buy a pop from Target. I will not go to Target. I will not associate with Target for a while. I mean, it's going to be a minute, and I will not have anything positive to say about them, so I don't even need to talk about them. I wanted to ask you a question, though, and we kind of talked about this the other day. The Office Space pops, and I want to like know from the chat as well, like what they think, right? I mean, what do you think? Is this line dead?
I mean, from if we're looking at it as a standpoint of, in the past, I think Office Space pops sold rather quickly, but I think they have quickly turned into the with the same characters over and over again, but they quickly have turned into the Masters of the Universe of shows, and but they just keep producing the same old over and over and over again, and it's actually quite annoying, to be 1,000% honest with you. I don't get it. I don't think it's. I don't know. I think they're dying, and they had Michael come up recently, which Michael is usually a hot seller.
Yeah,
still up for sale.
Still up for sale. Funko has they historically they're known for just stomping on like license agreements, right? I mean, and what they have going on, and this is one of them. To me, I feel like they have just stomped this one into the ground. The Office, yes, I feel like they have just stomped this one into the ground. They haven't stopped. They just continued to put them out. It seems like every virtual con has the Office pops. Every event they have has the Office pops. Now we have Funko, who has exclusive Office pops. I was just at Walmart today, and there must have been 100 Office pops that are still sitting there.
Of Office pops.
I mean, and then they just did this advent calendar. I mean, they've just done everything. I swear, Funko PDX, if somebody sends me a Target gift card, I promise you that I'm going to get you back. I absolutely promise you. I see that over in the comments. I seen you trying to sneak that in there. I absolutely promise you that I will get you back. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. But anyways, this is one of those lines that I can't believe that they keep stomping on it.
Sorry, I think I misquoted this. I said Office Space. I meant
I did too. I did too. I said the Office Space too. It's the Office, but it's one of those lines. Halo pops.
I love Halo pops. I do have a couple of them myself. To me, that this game is really nostalgic to me. It's one of my, it's the main reason I bought an Xbox when it first came out was this game. I absolutely love this game. My friends and I spent, hours and hours playing it when we were younger. So I have a lot of, real personal memories with this game. And unfortunately right now I have no video game system, so I can't play the new one, but eventually, hopefully that'll change in time and go from there. But I like these, and I mainly go after more of the Master Chief. I do like how they released more of the bad guys in this one, which they look pretty cool. I do like these, and I plan on trying to collect some of them if I can.
So I'm gonna get off of the Halo for just a second, and I'm gonna talk about this because this is something that I just seen too. Did you see that Hydro Dip turtle that Target?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That really horrible, released Ninja Turtle. I mean, we all thought it was gonna be pizza slices. It's just a cartoon of Michelangelo. First of all, whoever thought of that needs to be kicked in the nuts.
That thing is far worse.
They need to let go of the Hydro Dip. Stop it.
So that thing was far worse than I anticipated.
Oh, it's far worse.
I knew it was gonna be Hydro Dip, but I thought it was gonna be him covered in pizza slices, right? They went to some, like, put his own face. Why would you put his own face on his face? I mean, what was,
Yeah.
like why was his face
What
on
was
his
the
own
logic in
face?
that one? What
I
was
mean,
the
it
absolute logic in that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, oh, it's funny that he brought that one up. So
Wait till
the
they do
Halo
Hydro
Pops
Dip Black Light Flock Pop Chase.
the hydro the Halo Pops that they just come out with, those pops are pretty cool, and I'm with you. I like the fact that they threw some of the villains in there. I think that the Halo Pops are a home run, even though I don't collect them. I wish I would have got the original clear Master Chief, but
Yeah.
I didn't get him. I wish I would have gotten that one.
Now I do want to bring up one thing, and really this kind of really irritates me, and I just kind of saw it today, and I'm actually going to bring up the screen on this because this really irritates me. In effect, that
It's still up for sale.
first of all, mind you, there's been some comment in chat about the fact that Batman 1989 the diecast is still available, won't sell. And mind you, I started making comments that because it's a DC pop. Of course, that's my whole thing, as well as DC technically stands for disgusting characters, and but that's just me. But that's not really what pisses me off. What pisses me off is these Marvel ones. Now, I didn't like the chromed, but I liked the idea of these Marvel ones being that they were the different colors of the Infinity Stones. However, what really pisses me off is the fact that they're only selling them with pop protectors and they're selling them at $25
Oh,
a piece.
wow.
So in order for me to get the whole set, I got to pay $150 for the entire set. That's
Yeah, that's steep.
freaking ridiculous.
That is steep. That is steep. So it's funny that can you put that diecast in a bigger setting? So let's take a look at this guy. And this is what I'm gonna say. I've almost pulled the trigger on buying him 2 and 3 times today, but then I remembered how much Funko pissed me off with their last soda drop. And every time that I almost hit the buy button, I pulled my finger back away just because I'm still a little salty about the way that they're dropping their pops. And I'm a little salty about that, and I'm a little salty at the fact that they threw him back on here later to not sell out when they should have just sold it originally, right? I mean, they should have just sold it originally and let the people buy it who wanted to buy it, and then we could have all gotten it at the same time because I would have bought it then. I'm not gonna say I won't, but if it's still there tomorrow, I might. I mean, if it's still there tomorrow, I might, being the key word at this moment.
And,
I mean,
quick draw, I do agree with you with that, Mikey. If they really wanted to do something special with Ninja Turtles, they should have done the Ronin series from the comics. I think that would have been a fantastic line. I think people would have flocked to see pops like that. I think that would have been awesome instead of the crap that they just produced.
well, I have a feeling that they're about to do the same thing with these turtles that they just did with the Office, right? And the same thing they did with Venom, and the same thing they've done with so many lines before this. I mean, Grogu, they did the same thing with him. I think they're just going to keep stomping on these
Yeah.
things until there's just no
So
more
it's like
stomping
this,
to
and people
stop.
just aren't going to buy it anymore.
JKL,
Hey,
we
JKL, buddy,
truly
thank you very
appreciate
much.
you,
He
brother.
is watching the Eternals. I appreciate it. Should be a good movie. I don't care what the critics say. It's an integral part of the timeline, and we're going to give him the superhero landing, especially since he's watching the Eternals.
Comment. I seen a comment on there from Chase, and I didn't want to just blow over this comment
Yeah, I did see that too.
because I have a quite interesting relationship with my GameStop. And I don't know how many of y'all have actually seen this Deadpool, right? I don't the box that it's coming in. So this
No.
Deadpool is not coming by itself. It's coming in what they are calling a dead. I can't remember exact. I've seen the box. I wouldn't take pictures of it out of respect for them, but it's street dated for the 24th of this month. They have the box currently. It's going to be a pop and 4 other items in this box. It's some kind of blind bundle is what they're calling it. So you're going to have the Blacklight Deadpool, and then it's going to have 4 other things in it. Each GameStop only got 5 of these guys. So remember that if that's one of them that you want. But it's also a pop that's already been out there. It is going to be this artist rendition of Deadpool. He has this whole canvas in front of him and he's painting on it. I mean, so it's already been out. I already have this pop up here somewhere. I mean, so it's coming out in the blacklight pop, very recycled. I don't necessarily know that it's one of them that I need in my collection, but it's one of them I want in my collection because it's Deadpool. If it was anybody else, I probably wouldn't get it though, because it is such a recycled pop. But it's going to be pretty cool. And I was at GameStop ranting about Target when they decided to tell me that they got this box. And I was all but like begging them just to sell it to me so that I could take it home.
They were probably getting pretty good trouble with that.
Yeah, that's exactly how that was going to go down. And I wasn't going to get them in trouble, but yeah, I mean it would have been nice.
So I think there was something I was saying. I paint the ones that have and sell them for $50. Yeah, exactly. Talk about the
yeah.
I think that's just a ridiculous price. I think they should be giving you an option. Do you want the protector or do you not want the protector? Now, I mean, because you're selling it only in a protector, I mean, I'm not going to go buy it now. I'm not going to buy any of them. How much is that 5-pack?
So it's I didn't ask them. It can't be that expensive. It's one pop and then it's 4 other items in it. They don't tell you which one it is. It's some kind of blind bundle. I think Chase's. I'm reading Chase's comments over there, and he says that there's 4 different ones. I don't think that this is the one that has 4 different ones, but I don't know that for sure. I think this is the one that's only going to have that blacklight Deadpool and then some stickers and stuff. They have that other one that's going to have the Batman and Joker. Now that one has 4 different variants there. I mean, and now both of these are going to be in this sale. And first I was going after the Batman and Joker. Well, I mean, not so much anymore. Y'all all know me. I'm going after that Deadpool, and I might get one of the Jokers. I doubt it though. Doubt it very seriously. James, how are you doing? It's good to see you.
So, I think it's for. It's time for.
What is it time for? Is it time for another letter?
It's time for another letter. And of course, we got the comment in a way. There we go. Letter number 2.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't know that.
Gee, now I'm not. I am going to do a little bit of talk. I want to do a little bit of talk towards the end of the show for about Disney Plus Day, because if you guys miss Disney Plus Day, there was a lot up there. Not as much on the Star Wars line, but there was a lot of good information, and only because I don't want to completely give away my word. Because like I said, this is in honor of Disney Plus Day. I'm not going to bring that up till closer to the end, but if you guys haven't checked it out, it's if you have Disney Plus, they did all little videos of a lot of the new stuff coming out, so definitely something to check out.
So Chase says he's already got the word. So maybe he's got the word. We'll see. We'll see. So I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Where's Boo Berry?
Lost in the Pacific Ocean.
Is that where Boo Berry's at? Is Boo Berry on? Hey, I got an idea. The flippers can go to the tankers. And they can start opening the tankers looking for. That's the easiest way to get them. I mean, they just go directly to the tanker right out in the Pacific Ocean. If you're listening and you're wanting to listen to this, you just get your helicopter, land on it, start opening containers so you find the bubs.
Last Ketchup says, WayneKo, I totally bought that shirt today. Thanks for letting me know where to get it.
Yes,
actually, Laz is something. Laz is one I've been actually meaning to contact to get on the show. I think she's got a fantastic channel.
Well, she's right here. Let's pin her down.
We got to pin her down. We got to pin her down for a show.
So last, when you coming on? We can have you on next week. We can have you on the week after that. We can have you on
just Thanksgiving weekend. Are we doing
maybe not that week.
Thanksgiving episode?
Maybe we should.
That could be interesting.
We probably should. We probably should. We'll talk about that later, though. So
Well, we did do a
seriously,
Thanksgiving episode last year.
so seriously, where is Booberry? I mean, is Booberry still in transit somewhere? I mean, is that where we're gonna like
and actually Funko PDX, I'm gonna give him credit because I think he brought this up. Where I actually really think this entire thing happened, where they had to bring out all these items and forget about Booberry. I honestly do believe he's in the Pacific somewhere. Whether he's waiting in Long Beach Harbor or not, I don't know. But if you look at the timing of when it was all released, because of course, you know, those cereals only come out in the month of October. They released these the very last week of October. So I'm almost assuming in one idea that they had basically pushed it out as long as they possibly could, and they still were not getting Booberry. So they said, you know, we're just going to put them out, go from there. I'm hoping that's the best case scenario in this. However, why couldn't the ugly ass watches be still on the tanker and we could get Booberry? I don't know about Cracker Jack prizes for $25, but
I thought you ordered all 3 of them.
Oh, hell no.
You sure? Les, we'll definitely have to hit you up and get you booked to come on here. It'll just be a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm wanting to say that you're right. It's probably lost in transit. I can't honestly think that Funko just is trying to not make money. I mean, so it
like Sam, pirates took him.
Pirates took them. Those pirates, those pirates.
The pirates have become flippers.
That's right. Those pirates. I mean, they've got some new stuff going on. Those pirates, man. I tell y'all what. Deluxe Stranger Things.
Oh, I love this. I you know what? I love the idea of this, especially if in my head they set this up right. This seems like it's going to have to be something that wall mounts. Why I say this, I don't know if you guys have seen this thing. Let me see if I can. I know I have it on the Instagram, and I think I posted it. But we'll get to Chase's super chat in 1 second. But I have to show this because, especially being a huge Stranger Things fan, this thing is freaking awesome. And if this thing is not Walmart, here we go. I got it right now. And this is all Amazon exclusive, by the way. Let me get this. Come on.
All right. So I've only watched season 1 in Stranger Things, maybe season 2. And
this is based off of season 1.
And it's pretty hot. I mean, I can't lie. At first, I thought that this would be tailored toward maybe children. And then I watched the first season and I thought, well, it kind of is tailored toward a younger generation, but it also has some adult stuff in there as well. I'm a fan. Now, I also want to see how they're going to pull this off.
Exactly. And my thing is, this has to be somehow wall mounted because, you know, you can't really, I mean, unless they put a plate underneath that, but you got to be able to have these things stacked one on top of the other because, you know, having the living room with the alphabets and they've only shown 11 so far. I'm pretty sure this is the sheriff. I can't remember his name right now. Hopper. I'm pretty sure this is Hopper right here. Of course, we know that's a Demogorgon, and I'm sure that's Mikey. But these have to be able to stack on one another because you can't have the upside down without showing the right side up or the regular side because it just meshes. I love the idea of this. I think this is absolutely creative. I think whoever at Funko came up with this idea needs to be put in charge of the art series.
That's right. Need to put this person in charge of everything. Just put them in charge.
I just love the idea of this.
I'm with you. I like these, and that's why I brought that up. I look when you said something about these, and I went to looking them up. I thought, wow, those look really cool. I mean, so I can see that one. I see Chase.
I got to hit Chase up here, buddy. Thank you very much. Chase did just recently hit 400 subscribers. Congratulations, buddy. You're gonna get there before you know it, and just keep on keeping on as you usually do. So I do appreciate it.
I gotta hit this one though. Don't you hit nothing. I gotta hit this one.
You go for it.
I got. Damn! I had to do it. I had to do it.
Thank
Chase,
you very much.
congratulations,
Appreciate
brother.
it. You'll be up there in no time, brother. Wait, I had to see what Quick Draw said. Well, some of the ships are going through Panama to Florida, so pirates are an option. That's right. Always an option, but I think that's just rather funny, anyways.
Pirates are an option.
Here, before we continue talking about this, I think this is fun. We're gonna hit you up with another letter. Y'all ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm still wondering what it is. I still don't have this figured out.
Now, Chase did already answer this correctly.
Did he?
He already sent it. Yes.
Chase is on it. That doesn't say anything to me. Give
me an A.
That doesn't say a thing to me. I mean, not a singular thing. All right.
Now, mind you, if Chase already knows it, that means I already knows he checked out Disney Plus Day. So you're definitely gonna hit up on this right away because it's a show that I really, really want to watch.
So this is talking about the Stranger Things is going to bring me into another conversation that I wanted to have with everybody, and that is the price of these things. The price of the Deluxe Pop and the amount that they're making is insane right now. They're making just Deluxe Pop at the Deluxe Pop at the Deluxe Pop. It's like they're doubling, tripling, quadrupling down, but these things are $29 a piece. I mean, it's $29.99. You might as well say $30. Is that a $30 pop?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't go on Amazon yet. Did you go on Amazon and find is that what it's selling for? $29.99. I think so. To be honest with you, I think that's so well detailed, especially if you look at the set itself. The fact that they got the couch right, the wallpaper's right, you got the side table. I mean, 11's a remolded pop, but it all goes together. In fact, on top of it, if you actually get to see it again, let me bring that back up because there's actually I actually just noticed it, to be honest with you. But there is actually, if you look right up here as part of the scene, the Christmas lights are still hanging, extending out.
And the bottom right, I think,
is a well worth $30 pop.
The bottom right is just 11. If you look, the two scenes match up. I mean, so you have 11 on the top left, and then you have her on the bottom right. I mean,
I don't know, but 11 was never in the upside down.
Yeah, but if you look at the scene behind her, that's the same scene behind the black one.
It is because that's how Mikey talked. If you remember, that's how Mikey, and mind you, this probably shouldn't have been 11, really, if you think about it, because of the scene. This probably should have been Winona Ryder's character, because that's what made sense, because that's how Mikey had talked to her from the upside down, was with the lights and the letters. I'm still gonna guess that that's Mikey, not 11, but I could be completely wrong.
Oh no, you're probably right. I mean, you know more about it than I do, but when you had it up there, I was looking at the scenes, right, the behind her, and they look like the exact same scene. Now maybe that's representing Mikey that's in the same room as her, just in the upside down.
Because if you notice, you got the regular lights, but over here you do have it, but it's cracked.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, that's what shows you the upside down.
Yeah, so maybe it's just representing Mikey. Chase says that the $30 is not that bad. I really expected a different response from everybody on that.
Well, again, if we're feeling we're getting, I think something like I think anybody feels that they're getting a good product and something worthwhile, then it's not hard to pay the $30 for something. That's why even people were going for, really going, well, 50 seemed to be a lot for our, the die-cast Captain America. But you know what? It did do pretty well. The glasses, the case looks pretty nice, as long as you didn't get one like Funko PDX. And, it's well worth it. So I think something like this, especially if you are a Stranger Things fan, I think this is well worth the money. But something like, I think the Marvel ones are cool, but they're regurgitated. They've already used these characters, these molds at Endgame, and now you're just making them different colors. And now you're forcing people to buy hard stacks when we don't want, a hard stack. We just want the pop. To me, I think that's ridiculous. And I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna sit up there for a while. To be honest with you,
I think that Funko's having a problem with everything sitting up there for a while at this moment. But I'm still on this, like, I get what you're saying, like, it's the $30 if it's worth it, it's worth it, but I'm still on the fence on if I think $30 is too much for those or not. The $50 for the die-cast pop is well worth it once you get your hands on it, and that was one of them that I was spectacle with it too. I mean,
But do
I
you
was
think thirty to $40 for a 10-inch pop is worth it?
I don't I think that they are. I think that the 29 for the 10-inch pop is a
Then
reasonable
how
price.
much now, mind you, if we get ripped off, if we in the end the picture looks better than the actual pop, and it turns out to be like a
The little mini version.
the Disney movie scene of Sword in the Stone, yes, I think everyone's gonna feel ripped off. I think anybody that got that Sword in the Stone
I
pop
still feel ripped
felt
off.
ripped off.
I still feel ripped off with that pop. I mean, hey, I put that pop in a regular size box and it fit well. I mean, so I still feel ripped off about that
Such
pop. And hey, the value is in the person who holds it, right? And
Of course.
that's something that a lot of people don't understand is just because I see value in my Yoda scene that
Mhm.
my friend Summer got me. I appreciate it, but that's probably my favorite like scene from Funko. Just because I see value in it doesn't
Yeah,
mean somebody who doesn't like Star Wars will. Right? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
If
agree
you
with
weren't
you.
into Star Wars and you were like, and I told you that this thing is my golden possession, you'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" You
Well,
know?
like me, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but
Right.
my Mando 10-inch, I love that thing.
Right.
That's one of my
Right.
favorite 10-inch pops.
I mean,
I
so
don't know why. Maybe it's the shiny helmet. I don't know why, but I love that pop. And it's
and
all what you like. I do agree with Chase a little bit. Afraid they're pulling the wool over people's eyes with those. Now, mind you, I think they could, but if you look at the way the scenes, it's hard to tell with a picture. I don't care at this point. I will literally, if I can get all four of these, I will put double-sided tape on the back of these things
he said,
up
"I'll
on
make
my
them."
damn wall.
He said,
The
"I'll
way
make
this
them."
goes.
So Les brought up a very valid point, right? S Funko used to have a product that the neighborhood lawn boy could afford, right? I mean, the neighborhood kid could grab his lawnmower and he could go from yard to yard cutting people's yards, and he could still afford to collect a Funko Pop because they were priced in that to where somebody like myself who can't just run out and buy a sideshow, I can go buy the Joker, right? In a Funko Pop. I so their pricing is starting to hit this spot now where I feel like they're gonna start pushing some collectors out because $30 for a collectible is starting to get pretty steep for some people, including myself. I mean, that's why you don't see me with 10-inch pops everywhere around me. I mean, because they're kind of expensive. I think that these are gonna be one of them that I'm gonna agree with you. They're gonna be pretty cool. They'll most likely be worth it. I just think that $30 price tag is pushing it.
And no, I'm not gonna quit bragging about that because I got a shiny 10-inch.
You know, I've got my Boba Fett back there somewhere. That's probably my favorite 10 inch is my 10-inch Boba Fett. That's
I
probably it.
I did want to touch back on something, and I definitely didn't want to skip over this. I thought this was actually a valid bit of information. It says it's crazy how stores never got 80% of the Halloween crap, but now all the Christmas crap is in the stores. Where did all the Halloween stuff that was announced in May? Where did it all go?
I think that it's still in supply chains and Funko PDX. I kind of had to work the Friday event at Walmart today. If y'all don't know, I work at Walmart. I had to work that event today, and we didn't get half of the stuff that we were supposed to have gotten, and we didn't get the Funko Pop albums that we were supposed to have gotten. You know, they had Guns N'
Yes,
Roses,
they're
the
supposed to do
Kiss. Yes, I was like, oh, you want me to work when those are dropping? I got you.
I really want that
That's
Kiss.
right. I said, "I got you. You want me to come in on the day that these albums drop? Psh, I got you. I'm
I'll
gonna
take that. I'll
yeah,
take that. I'll
I'm
take
gonna
that.
buy these guys before the store ever opens. I got you." Well, we didn't get those. We didn't get a lot of the stuff that they actually had on their like Black Friday. We did not get. They're anticipating getting it like more toward the Christmas than they are like Black Friday at this point. So I'm just gonna play devil's advocate a little bit and say that there's a lot of stuff that's being hung out right now that I guess you don't necessarily see or think of. There's a lot of it right now that's delayed.
And with Chase, I mean, with Quick Draw, I do agree with you to a certain sense of the meaning. I think Funko. I mean, do an average point. They don't care about the average Joe. I mean, they're looking for the. I'm sorry if you are this type of person, but they're looking for the NFT sucker that's going to be willing to put up money for absolutely nothing.
Okay, so is that going to be a good move for Funko? I mean, because I mean, Funko come into the collecting world as being a collectible everybody could collect, but as you raise that price, you start like changing that dynamic of your company, and you're no longer a collectible that everybody can collect. You're a collectible that only a certain group of people can collect. I mean, so is that going to hurt them inevitably? Or is that going to help them? And I understand that one of the things we're going to say is like inflation. I get it. Inflation's like here, but you've got to be careful when people are already paying more in gas, we're already paying more in groceries, we're already paying more, and now you want us to pay more to collect. I mean, it's there's a fine line in all of that.
Pushing your collectors out is what it is.
Right. I mean,
and mind you, Chase, you can feel free to use that soundbite all you want.
What sound bites are you talking about?
I got a shiny 10-inch.
Oh, I got a shiny 10-inch. That's funny.
Just like Funko PDX, he is a 10-inch gizmo.
10-inch gizmo.
Just don't pour water on it.
Wow. Yeah, don't. It'll turn into a walk. What was it? Wogma? Walk? What? Walk?
Nah, I can't remember. Turn into a gremlin.
Yeah, gremlin. Turn into a gremlin. But anyways, that's I had been wondering that with the deluxe pops and the price increase and if that's going to hurt or help them in the long run. You still haven't.
Guess what? You got a new letter.
Oh, T. I got a T. Let's see. That still doesn't say anything. Man, my English is pretty off.
Here's a new letter. You got nothing?
I got nothing. Right. Not a thing. Was it
two
T's?
You guys are actually on point.
Was it two T's or one T?
Just one. Just one T.
Just one T. All right, just one T. All right, but anyways, that's what I was going to say about that. But let's talk about those watches a little bit because we didn't dive far enough into those. Would you collect those watches if they were $20?
No.
Would you collect those watches if they were $15?
No.
Would you collect them if they were $10?
Possibly.
I mean, and so those 2,000 piece runs on those watches are not the worst thing in the world, right? I mean, I look at those watches.
I mean, they're not horrible. My kids got watches that look worse than that.
They're not the worst thing in the world, but they're not $25.
No.
Good. And I feel like Funko messed up in the pricing of that watch. I feel like if they would have and throw a comment over on the chat and just say yes or no, right? I mean, yes or no.
What price point would you pay for those watches?
I feel like $15 would have been a decent price for people to buy them, right? I mean, and just say yes or no if you think that would have done it. And if you say no, throw on there what price you think it should have been, because I truly believe if they would have dropped those to 15, they would have sold out. I mean, I truly believe that would have happened.
Hold on, I gotta check. I got somebody asking me if they guessed right.
Yeah, go ahead, check. I hope they got it right. Look, we want as many of y'all in this as possible. Zach
and Funko PDX both have it correct.
Oh, sweet. We got two of y'all in. Come on, we need two.
Actually, we got three. We got Chase.
Three. We need more than three. We need lots of y'all. You know, Simon won last week. Yeah, I got that one. Was it
quick draw with the word at the end? You texted over. You private message me on Instagram. And if you get the word, if you have the word correctly, next week we'll be spinning the wheel for the Rosie soda common. Send it out to you, stuff like that. Andy Roberts had already won it for earlier today for the Beetlejuice. So he won the word from last week's word pop, I guess is what we're calling it.
Word pop's what we're calling that. We just wanted to come up with a fun way to give back to you guys. So it was a fun way of coming in here and giving back to you guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We hope that this takes off. Andy Roberts won this one. Congratulations again. Make sure you message Chris with that word this week. That way he can get it all lined up. the NFTs in Halloween, and I know that you're not going to like this subject. The NFTs in Halloween, right? I mean, I think they did fairly good. What do you think they're coming out with next?
Christmas.
Do you think we're going to see Christmas
And then
or a
they're going to
turkey?
regurgitate Freddie Funko in his stupid Santa hat
I think we're
over and
going to see
over
a
again
turkey.
because they can't find any other line. Or no, that's the only thing I got. I can't see any licensing of anybody to do anything. To be honest with you, I mean, you got to look at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to what they're gonna who's gonna allow them to NFT their product.
So, do you think that? I mean, this month we're going to see an NFT. I mean, it's we only have to just face the fact that we're seeing an NFT this month. Do we think that they're going to come out with a Thanksgiving NFT?
No, I think they're going to do what the rest of the world typically does. And mind you, I'm a big Thanksgiving holiday fan. I love Thanksgiving. I love the idea of it. Maybe for me, because I grew up in Massachusetts, Thanksgiving was a big thing in Massachusetts, and that's just we didn't skip over that. But the rest of America really just seems to completely skip over Thanksgiving and go from Halloween to Christmas. I try to make a rule in my house that my wife's a big Christmas decorator, that we don't put up Christmas stuff until the after we have dinner. We have to have dinner for Thanksgiving first, and then she can start putting Christmas stuff up.
All right, so I feel the same way you do. I am a huge like Thanksgiving person. I believe in the family sitting down together. I believe in the family eating together. And to this day, we all sit at the kitchen table every night. We all eat together. We put our phones to the side for however long it takes us to eat, and then we carry on with the rest of our evening, whether it's showers or bed or whatever it is. So I'm huge like into that part of the world. Christmas also blows up in my house, and I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that?
I do. I do.
Christmas blows up in my
Your wife
house.
loves decorating for
I
Christmas.
am also one of those people that say that we can't do this until Thanksgiving is over. Now, the day of Thanksgiving, you can throw up all you want to throw up, but we have to wait until Thanksgiving to do that. And I seen some comments over there that I wanted you to touch on. I seen it seems like everybody is kind of into the $10 where you were at.
The $10 range seems to be the most common. Somebody said they were $10, they probably would have sold out. I agree with that. They just $25 is just ridiculous. Jesse Lou did say that he believes that the next NFT is going to be Magic Fairyland. I have no idea what Magic Fairyland is, so sure.
Yeah, I don't know what Magic Fairyland is either. To be honest, I don't sign up.
If I had signed up for a bazillion different things, I mean, I guess if that's the first thing you're getting into, again, I just don't understand the absolute point of them. To be honest with you, I think it's a waste of money.
Jesse Lou's trolling us now.
And yeah, now he's trolling us. I see how I actually thought it was a real thing for a second.
Like,
there.
I did too. I did too.
It sounds legit.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm like, I don't know what Fairyland is either.
Sure. It sounds good. Sounds like something that somebody would do.
Anyways, Jesse Lou's trolling us now.
Absolutely, it's one time a year where you get all the family together and watch Chaos Ensue. My favorite. We don't have a lot of family out here, so we're not one of those big people that have like a ton of family members that come into town and stuff like that.
So Chase says it's gonna be The Office, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think of The Office, but he might be onto something.
Possible.
He might be onto something.
On that one. You might be onto something.
I mean, with the amount of Office stuff that is just bombarding us, I would not be surprised at all if we seen them come out with an Office NFT.
I'm saying, if it's not going to happen by the end of this year, it'll happen by the beginning of this year. You're going to get two big brands, because you really think about it. If you really think about Funko's got to be getting the licensing for dirt cheap if they're going to produce this much crap over and over again. But you think about what other thing are they producing like crazy that they're probably getting a licensing extremely cheap from? you're probably going to see a Masters of the Universe coming up sometime next year as well.
You think so? You think we'll see Masters of the Universe NFT too? Probably. I mean, that's another line that they just like stomp on.
Bottom dwelling company at this
Hey,
point.
check this out. So check out Chase's comment.
Think alike.
I mean, yeah, you know, y'all are right. That's another one that they just stomped into the ground over and over and over. So I mean, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see this one, to see that one as well. And it's probably most likely going to be one of those two.
I do appreciate this comment, Zach. I really thank you. I love turkey. I'm a big turkey fan. That's why I enjoy watching and both of you on Fridays. We appreciate it, man. Both big turkey fan. In fact, I'm one of those weird. I don't know if you're here. Here's one weird thing when it comes to Thanksgiving. I'm one of those weird people where, okay, the overall dishes that most people do, the basics and stuff like that, cranberry sauce.
Oh no, I can't do
cranberry sauce, canned cranberry sauce.
Oh.
I am a weirdo, and I have to have the jelly cranberry sauce. I don't know what it is. It brings back memories for me.
Oh.
I absolutely love it. I won't touch home style. I'm pretty much the only one that eats the cranberry sauce, the canned cranberry sauce in my house.
I'm sorry.
But I have to have it.
I'm sorry.
My wife knows I have to. That's the only way I'll eat.
I'll eat a little bit of it, but only out of respect for whoever has it. I don't get down with the cranberry sauce a whole lot.
It's even better the next day. The next couple of days, you get all that turkey. You put some stuffing on a sandwich, some turkey, and then that cranberry sauce on top of it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know about that one. You know, jelly cranberry. That's exactly what it is. It's jelly cranberry. Jelly. I don't know about that. I'm still into the deep frying my turkeys, and I don't know about cranberry sauce. So
you gotta have the jelly cranberry sauce.
That sounds really, really rough. So
by the way, real quick, I know where you're going, but I got to sport my Shang-Chi shirt. Shang-Chi came out on Disney Plus today. Ain't nothing wrong with Mando either, though.
Got my Mando shirt on. I don't know if y'all know this, but GameStop's gotten a lot of the Mandalorian helmets in lately. You can go buy them as long as you don't buy them from the Kendallville store. I mean, stay away from those. Yeah, it's like the wearable ones. They've got like the
Dude,
it's even,
I'm so going to buy one and show up on the show with it.
It's even got the LEDs inside of it, and the just look, we don't even want to talk about that.
I need to call you when we're there. We need to show up at the show with Mando hats on and be like, "This is the way."
This is the way. What show are we going to show up to?
This show.
We're going to show up to this show. No. We should go to a Comic-Con like that.
Oh, that'd be even better. That'd be even better. We got ideas.
Got to go to a Comic-Con like that. So yeah, they've recently been getting the Mando helmets. They've gotten some Boba Fett helmets. They've gotten some Star Wars helmets. So you can tell like May the 4th is coming soon because they're starting to load up on that stuff. I keep telling them they're not going to sell it because I need one of each. Fingers crossed at some point that happens because that's where I'm at in life. But the other day I was on Entertainment Earth and I came across this section that says really cool. Let me get this pulled up real quick. It's like really cool, expensive stuff or something to that effect. It's really cool, stupidly expensive stuff or something to that effect. And y'all are just not gonna believe like how expensive.
Let me get rid of this real quick.
Some of this stuff is about to get it, and me and Chris.
This is like what's that other brand that has really expensive figures and crap? Hot Toys.
Well, this is not even like really just one brand though, right? So this is going to be a few different brands, and this is what is this? This is some kind of Black Series Force X Elite Dark Saber. Now that's pretty cool. Y'all all know the Dark Sabers from the Mandalorian, right? I mean that's
actually kind of cool. I don't know if it's $264 cool.
$264.
I mean, if for $265, that thing better turn on and cut my turkey on Thanksgiving.
Whoa, the force is strong with this one.
The force is strong with this turkey.
I mean, you know, I mean, just whoa. So, and then
Yeah.
the funny thing is the prices don't get any cheaper, right? And I'm gonna skip over some of this stuff and we're gonna come into stuff like this guy down here. So this is some sort of statue from something, right? And I don't know what company he's from. Let me see if they tell me. It says it's a GEM statue. Never heard of them. $329. Then we have this guy, and I
This
hope
is
that
what I
somebody
don't get. I
I
mean,
hope that somebody
I could get that. I understand. I know the waves are from some famous Japanese painting, but it's just on a rabbit. I don't
what
get it.
what is this and why is it $499? I
And
mean,
who's buying it for four
who
hundred
is
ninety nine
who is
dollars?
buying these things at $499? I mean, let's see how tall this guy is for $499. I mean, for $499, it should be 4 foot tall. So this guy is gonna be 20 inches tall. That's not too small. That's not terribly big either, though. I mean,
No,
that's
for
20
five
inches
hundred
is
dollars, and it doesn't even. You don't even get it till next July.
that's I didn't even realize that.
What the hell? But they do offer the mint condition guarantee. Funko should offer that.
Yeah, you know,
We need a mint condition guarantee from Funko, right?
there's
Funko
there's
PDX.
there's a lot of people that should give you that mint guarantee, and that's the one thing I do like about Entertainment Earth is that they do give you that mint guarantee. It takes a little longer to get your stuff, but I mean, you know you're getting it. So that's always been the selling point with me is that I know that I'm gonna get it, right? I mean, I know that it's coming. It might take a little longer,
Is that a
but it's
Lego set?
so this is a Lego set. This is part of the Tech at Cat Controls. The D11 Dozier is what I think that they're calling this guy. Now he is going to be, and I'm looking for the piece count is what I'm
That
looking
thing
for.
better be remote control
So
or
it's it
something.
it it is 42,000 pieces is what this thing comes in. $449.
Yeah, even if I had unlimited money, to be honest with you, if I was one of those rich billionaires like Jeff Bezos or something, and you looked at this as like, I'm spending a penny on this, I still wouldn't buy that crap.
You're still not gonna buy it? What do you
No,
mean?
I mean the dark saber maybe just because. I mean, come on, it's the dark saber, but things like the rabbit and that, no, hell no.
So you've never just been sitting there and you were like, I think I need to get me a $450 bulldozer
If
Lego.
I had that much money and I did want to buy that, I'd pay somebody else to put it together for me.
Oh, oh man. Look, I'm with you. If I had that kind of money, I would just pay somebody to build me one. Why
Yeah,
would I
just
even
like
like
Zach says, better be free shipping.
better be free shipping. Yeah, I'd imagine they're gonna give you some free shipping. I'm trying to skip over this anime stuff. I mean, because we know that
Anime
most
just
of
gets ridiculous.
well, I mean, we know that most of the time this anime stuff is sold like pretty provocative, right? I mean, so I have a feeling that maybe they're not so concerned about like how it looks as long as sex sells,
Yeah,
right?
we
I
don't
mean,
want to
'cause
get demonetized
yeah,
here.
I mean, we know that like sex sells, and that's what it's almost like that's what they're after. So I'm kind of trying to skip over some of those female anime
I'd rather
figures.
buy a real bulldozer.
You know, that's about how I feel. I'd almost rather like go out and get me a real bulldozer and play
uh,
with it. I'll go rent one for $450 for an hour so that I don't have to like
Steel box set?
yeah, so check out the price on
What
those
the
guys though. I
crap is
mean,
that?
$420. I mean, just think about that for a minute. $420 for
Does
those
the
guys.
Human Torch actually set himself on fire?
He'd have to. He'd have to, like, set himself on fire. He'd have to light, like, any, like, future blunts that I may not have. I mean, he'd have to do all of that for me. I mean, he maybe even, like, bring me a drink or two when I need one.
Possibly. I don't know.
Absolutely insane. Insanity what is going on there. I just wanted to show that to everybody real quick. I don't know how much more stuff they have on here. I think we have a stadium here real quick we'll look at, and then we'll move
Manchester
on.
United Stadium. Now,
So
if you're like Andy, I know Andy Roberts is thinking he's in the UK. Maybe he's a Manchester United fan. I mean, this could be right up his alley. But is it $300 worth up your alley? I don't know.
$300. How long do you think it would take to put
Hey,
together something like that?
at least a couple days, a week, maybe.
I mean, at least a couple of days. Look, you could probably, like, build a week's worth of content just on putting that guy together. I'm just
Hey,
100%
but
sure.
don't forget this one's in stock.
Yeah, I mean, this one's in stock. I mean, so if you wanna go ahead and order that one, it's in stock. Go ahead and pick that guy up whenever you want. I know that I said that was gonna be the last one until I seen this guy.
Zach says, "Puff puff, give, man."
I seen what he said. I just ignored it. So this is gonna be the Haunted Mansion. You know more about this one than I do. Take it and run with it.
Haunted Mansion is fantastic. This is the Disneyland version. Of course, if you know Haunted Mansions around Disney, the many different Disney worlds, they all are actually different types of buildings. The original one from Disneyland is based off of the New Orleans style plantation building, since it is in New Orleans Square. So it's got the pillars. And the great part about this one during Halloween time is it is the only one that actually gets the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay on top of it. Fantastic looking building. A lot of times you'll find characters do come out on the second floor. And of course, then I think Disney World has the mansion, like the Victorian style house. But this is more of a Southern plantation looking one. But on top of it, I'm still not paying for that.
You're not gonna pay
No,
$450 for it? Oh,
no,
come on, man. You're absolutely killing
no,
me. Absolutely killing me.
not at
Killing
all.
me. So what do you have going on today? You got one of those, like, eating challenges going on today?
No, not today. But what we do have for you right now is one more letter.
H. Why I still don't know where we're at. Where are we at with
So
this?
what I am going to get into a little bit is, before I give you the last letter, of course, of course, you guys know that the Disney Plus Day did come through today, which was the 12th. And in the past, they did more of like, I think, talks and speeches talking about, what comes up coming up with Star Wars, what's coming up with Marvel. Instead, they just did little videos and they put it up on Disney Plus this year. The great thing that they did now, Star Wars fans, I'm just going to talk about it real quick. The only thing they really talked about as far as Star Wars goes is they do have a quick snippet up there talking about Obi-Wan. Hugh McGregor talks a little bit about it, and where the storyline's going, even showing a little bit of Hayden Christensen reprising his role as Anakin Skywalker, or better known as Darth Vader. They even showed there's a really cool clip of him practicing with the lightsaber, Hayden Christensen, and he didn't have the Vader mask on, but he had like a cover over his mouth, and it wasn't like a mask, but it looked like, so he could get used to breathing heavy with something over his face like that. Really, really cool. Definitely recommend checking out Obi-Wan Kenobi is something that I'm really looking forward to, other than Book of Boba, which is coming out next month. However, for Marvel, they did announce a lot for Marvel. Of course, they broke down everything that came out this year. They broke down WandaVision. They broke down Falcon Winter Soldier. They broke down Loki. They broke down the What If series. They even talked even more about the new Hawkeye series, which I believe starts next week. I could be off on that. I can't remember the date. But that one's coming up next week. And then, of course, they went into what is coming up. And this is what is coming up. Of course, which is what I thought was kind of cool, is they are taking out of the archives the X-Men cartoon series from 1997. Remember the one they used to play during Saturday morning cartoons? Well, they're bringing it to Disney Plus. Of course, Agatha Harkness, House of Harkness, of course, is a spinoff from WandaVision. I think is going to be fantastic. Miss Marvel is probably one of the newest characters to the Marvel Universe, as I believe she only came out, and I know Jess Lou's going to school me on this one. I believe she only came out about 3-4 years ago, and she kind of gets more into the Captain Marvel universe. You got the I Am Groot series, which could always be funny. You got Echo. Echo is going to be you need to see Hawkeye to be able to understand Echo, because it's going to be a side spinoff off of Hawkeye. So that's what we're going to see with Echo. Of course, me, I love my Marvel Zombies. We are getting a Marvel Zombie series. I think it's going to be fantastic fun. One of my most anticipated, most favorite. I think this is going to be the next series that comes out at the beginning of next year. They showed a little bit of it, and I think it's going to be awesome. Which is Moon Knight. Show looks awesome. I can't wait for that one to come out. Of course, you got Ironheart coming out as well. It's supposed to be the continuation of someone taking over the Iron Suit. You do have Spider-Man: The Freshman Years. This is an animated series. You do have She-Hulk. They did show a little bit about this already, so I would expect this to come out sometime early next year as well, since they were already showing clips of it. If you're a fan of the What If series, you got What If Season 2, and of course Secret Invasion, which has to do with the Skrulls and stuff like that. I believe that one's going to be an animated series as well. There's a lot from Marvel.
I mean, so we know that there's going to be pops coming from each and every one of those. I mean, you know that when you see those, like the House of Agatha, there's going to be pops for that. There's going to be all kinds of really cool pops that are going to be
and you know
coming out
me
in front of these.
That's why I was even more excited for seeing Marvel Zombies come, because you know me, I was kind of disappointed that it almost seemed like they were getting rid of the Marvel Zombie line.
It's almost like they dropped the line, right?
Exactly. So the fact that they're doing a Marvel Zombie show, which means we're going to get Marvel Zombie pops back, which I'm very excited for. And then, like I said, got to go and check the little bit of clips that they showed for Moon Knight and She-Hulk. Of course, She-Hulk is a fantastic comic. She-Hulk is way more powerful than Hulk ever was, so something great to check out. But like I said, Moon Knight is, I would say, out of all those, my most anticipated one to see is going to be Agatha Harkness, is going to be Moon Knight, and She-Hulk.
So Harkness is going to be right at the top of my list of the ones that I want to see. I mean, only because I feel like WandaVision so far was their most successful series that they've done. I mean,
I agree.
I feel like that one was the most successful, maybe next to Loki. I mean, Loki was good, but it wasn't quite that good. And maybe Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier played a nice second to themselves. I mean, so that's okay. I did pull up some of this your favorite turtle. You want to see your favorite turtle?
Oh god, that thing's so ugly.
I just I had to get him
It
pulled
doesn't make
up.
any sense.
Why does he have his own head on him? What is going
You
on
know,
in
it
this
was funny
image?
is from that pose. Now it made sense when you could actually tell he was holding a pizza box, but really it kind of looks like he's crouching, like he's trying to take a dump or something.
Quick draw. I think I know the word. I'm pretty sure I know the word now. I mean, I can't
You understand why I didn't want to talk about Disney Plus to the
right,
very
right.
end?
I can't get on there and put it in there, but I might anyways. You never know. Anyways, I wanted to pull that guy up so that you could bask in the glory of this artist's rendition of Michelangelo.
No.
What do you
Not
mean?
at all. I think this thing's horrible. Again, the whole Hydro Dip thing is they just need to stop it. Someone needs to go to Funko, find whoever is the leader of this art series, and smack the crap out of him.
What do you think you're thinking though when you sit down and you say, "I'm gonna do another Hydro Dip line. We're gonna do this a Target exclusive, and we're gonna put their head."
Here's the thing: is I mean, everybody thought they knew what was going to be. I mean, come on, it's Michelangelo. I mean, I think it would have. I mean, at least people would have respected it more if it was pizza slices all over the turtle. That would have made sense.
That's what I thought that. I seen lots of other people who thought that. When I seen this image, I was so shocked that it was just so badly done that I don't even I feel bad for them. I mean, I feel like bad for them looking at this pop because this thing is just horrible. Just horrible.
Though I do have to point out and changing the subject just a little bit, and actually something that they said in the comments here. You know how you said you're very excited for Agatha, correct?
Right, right.
You know what the possibilities of bringing Agatha back
You're
in, right?
not going to see him if it's not happening. You listen
Told
to
you,
me. We're not
told
gonna
you.
see him. We're not gonna see him. It's not gonna happen.
It's
I'm
gonna
predicting it now.
happen.
They're gonna keep you dragging along with
I
the
swear to God, this next
possibility.
year is gonna be my year because you're gonna sit back and go, Chris, you were right.
I'm
He
telling
showed
you.
up, and all you guys are gonna come back after March and go, Chris, you were right. Robert Pattinson sucks as Batman. I'm gonna be right all next year. I'm telling you.
Hold on, check this out though. Stop the hate, save the turtle.
Shut up. Now I agree, save the turtles. Not that one. That one is horrible.
That thing is so bad. So bad. So here's my question, right? Now that you've seen that one, do you think because I have
I love that boba, by the
I
way.
have a belief now though that all of the turtles are gonna look exactly the same. They're gonna be
I do too. They're all gonna have their faces on them.
yeah, they're just gonna have their faces on them, and I don't understand like why their faces are on them, but
We're gonna have a rat with a bunch of rats all over him.
That's
I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid.
right.
But this boba is awesome, and I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but that boba is awesome. I might need to get him.
So this Bob was awesome. I can't say her name. She's pretty awesome. I
I
honestly
can't
can't
either.
I can't honestly think of her name at this moment if we're being completely honest. I thought it was Cara Dune, but the
Yeah,
more I look at it, the more I think it's not
I
Cara
don't
Dune.
do keychains. I just don't.
All right,
I think
so
I have one up here because I got from a box of something, but
before they came out with the ornaments, those keychains make really cool ornaments.
yeah.
Just heads up if that's something you're thinking about doing, they do make really cool ornaments. The ornaments that they're making now are kind of heavy though. I mean, so I don't even know if the ornaments they're making now will honestly go on a tree, but that Boba Fett's where it's at. Now that one just released today.
Oh, did it release today?
Yeah, that one just released today.
Okay. I might
You
have to
can go
find. If I see
pre-order.
that one, I'm gonna have to pick that one up.
Yeah, you can go pre-order that guy now.
And one thing, James, I do agree with you. Another great thing coming up. If you are a Beatles fan in any way, I'm a huge Beatles fan. They do have a whole series called Get Back. That should be fantastic.
So I didn't know that either. You brought up a bunch of them today that I didn't know. That I didn't know. See, there's my wife right there. She's the one who does all the great Christmas stuff around here. So she's the one that put the keychains on. There's ornaments. They worked out great. What do you?
I did just. I'm gonna interrupt you. I did just realize one other thing that they did say in the show that they don't have on this list. Loki 2 season 2.
Oh, so they're coming out with a Loki season 2?
Loki season 2 is coming out next year.
Wow, that'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty good. So, what do you think about these guys? I am
I
not a
told you I
fan.
love these and I
Do
want them
you?
very badly. Yes. I want the whole set because, like I said, I was such a fan of the show. In fact, I even love the new one that they released, the 70s one, because if you saw the show, this was a really iconic part of the show because I still think it's one reason why this was here. But if you think about it after knowing the rest of the show, you can kind of understand maybe why she couldn't get rid of it. But it's got the stork in it. It's got Monica. It's got Wanda. It's got the stork that she couldn't get rid of. She couldn't, and where I still think it was Mephisto. But
You want me to tell you what I don't like about this? I don't like the Dorbs look.
I agree with you. I do agree with you. It is the Dorbs look. But if it wasn't for this being the WandaVision sets, and as I think the sets were so iconic to this, I would not be for this at all. But the fact that this is WandaVision, I need to have this.
I can't get past the fact that it looks like a Dorbs. I mean, it doesn't even really look like a Dorbs. Okay, so you know when you go to the infant section of the
I was
toys,
just gonna say the playtime things.
yes,
My kids have them too.
and you
Yes.
get the little that's what it looks like. It looks like those little playtime
Yeah.
figurines that you get and I can't force myself to get past that's what it looks like. And maybe when you see it in person, it's going to look so much better than it looks in the renditions that they have here, but I have a feeling that they're not going to be that big of a difference. OTT with G, they work really well for Christmas ornaments. They really do. I mean, it's if you have keychains and you're wondering what you're going to do with them, put them on your Christmas tree. What do you think about
Weeble
these
Wobbles, yes,
guys, though?
that's a good one too. They do kind of remind you of Weeble Wobbles. I love this idea. I mean, it's kind of the same idea of my set of Alien Remix. It's kind of the same idea, but I think this takes it to a whole nother level. Of course, I was gonna say they're mainly focusing on princesses, but of course you got the genie and
I
you
don't
got the
care. The
Lion King
Olaf.
in there as well.
Olaf's just cool.
But Olaf's fun. Again, it's kind of the same idea, even with the Alien Remix. It's just something that kind of makes you smile. It kind of makes you laugh. And these things are pretty awesome. I have not shown these to my kids yet because I know the moment I show them, they're going to want to try to find those somewhere, especially the Ariel one. But I think these are fun. I think these are very, very fun. Of course, this is also something that's going off of a new show for Disney Plus called Olaf Presents.
Now, I don't see where they're calling this a pop. I came back to it real quick to see if they're calling it a oh, they are calling it a pop. Okay, I had to come back and look for a minute. I mean, because those look a lot like a soda. So I thought, well, maybe this is gonna be a soda line. I think that this would have been a lot cooler as a soda line. I think that
Oh, that could be a good idea too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think if they would have taken these Olafs and they would have turned this into a soda line, it would have sold much better than they're gonna sell as the pops.
Yeah, I think that is actually a fantastic idea. To be honest with you, and it could be something because you could even play around with that instead of having the basic you got this one or this basic one or this one. You could really play around with this in the fact of you could say I got 5 princesses. You could get one of 5 princesses, and this one princess is rarer than the rest of them, and it goes down from how rare to common. You could really play around with that. Funko, I know, if you ever happen to watch this show at any time, here's some great ideas. Think about it. Funko PDX, thank you,
Truly,
brother.
truly appreciate you, brother.
By the way, we do have to put that up for him, and and regardless of him talking about DC, we're gonna give him the superhero landing. Now that's a real character, mind you.
DC doesn't need superhero landings. They're all superheroes already.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm mixed. I liked even the second trailer. I almost was like, this could be something. The newest trailer, I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know now. I like this. I want this.
Are you into this one? Because I'm not into this one.
I'm digging it.
So let me tell you my problem with this one before you go any further.
It looks like a basic.
If I took him out of the box and I set him somewhere and said that this is a Wayne Pop,
someone would have to ask you who that is.
That's right. You'd never know. And I hate pops that if I took them out of the box and I own some of them, right? I mean, I am guilty at owning some of them, but I hate the ones that I think if I took this out of the box and I set it down, would anybody know what it is? I mean, I hate it when I say no. And that's one of them that I say no.
I do get it. And that's one thing I think with Hawkeye. I would have loved to see, to be honest with you, I think they should have brought out two different pops for the Hawkeye series. And maybe they still will. But the fact that we know that, of course, Hawkeye comes back. I don't know, mind you, I know a lot of you guys over there can probably answer this for me. I can't remember if there was ever a Hawkeye Ronin pop that came from Endgame. I don't know. What's her name? I just remembered it earlier when I was watching the preview. But the girl that becomes a young Avenger, he finds her wearing the Ronin outfit. And if you guys don't know what the Ronin outfit is, if you've seen Endgame, when Hawkeye was kind of lost, he was wearing the mask where it just showed his eyes. That's the Ronin outfit. That outfit has been worn by, I believe, 4 or 5 different people have taken up the Ronin persona. In fact, they even brought it out in the Ninja Turtle line. That's what we were talking about earlier. They brought the Ronin look. I think it is Kate Bishop. There we go. Thank you, Quick Draw. Kate Bishop she wears a Ronin outfit. And it's just a badass outfit. And I would like to see a pop of her in the Ronin outfit. I think that'd be awesome.
Right. So Quick Draw says, who cares as long as you know who it is? I agree with that, right? But they could have done things that would have made you know who he was, right? If they would have put a bow and arrow in his hand, if they would
Well, he
have
has a bow.
that's does he have a bow?
Yeah, he has a bow in his hand.
I can't see that bow. What do you
It's
mean
hard to see. If
bow?
you put him sideways, you can see it in his left hand. He's got a bow.
Oh, well, they kinda hid it in the picture. I
Yeah,
see it
the
now that
picture
I've,
kinda
like,
hid it.
zoomed in on a bigger picture. So, they just coulda did more when it comes to the pops that you can't really tell. They could always do something a little more that would let you know exactly who it is, and I hate it when I don't know exactly who they are when I
Yeah.
look at them. I mean, to each their own, just my
Oh, I
opinion.
mean, they got to think. I mean, the character who's playing Jeremy Renner. Although I love Jeremy Renner as a actor, I mean, he's got a very plain looking face.
Oh.
These are minis. These are Luxo. This is part of a new Pixar Funko mini line that
What?
they're doing.
I don't what do you mean a Funko mini line?
Well, you know how they have the Funko minis.
Right.
You buy a little. So this is a new Pixar line they're doing. Of course, this is Luxo Jr. Of course, this is, Luxo Jr. is Luxo Jr. was the very first short that Pixar ever did that actually caught Steve Jobs' eye to invest in Pixar after he was ousted from Apple. And Luxo Jr. was the very first one. In fact, what most people don't remember is when they used to have a Pixar place in Disney World where the old entrance to Toy Story Mania used to be. They actually had a figurine of Luxo Jr. that would come out and move around and do things. However, they had to retire that animatronic because the company who is made famous, which I don't remember the actual company, this looking type of light had sued them.
Say that again, they got sued?
They got sued by the likeness, using the likeness, and I think they actually used the name of the brand in on the animatronic, so they got sued
Oh.
for it.
Oh, so they got in trouble for it, but that's really cool. I didn't know that that was a mini. I knew that that was the Pixar guy, but that
Mhm.
almost looked like a prototype to me. So I was confused that they were trying to show us a prototype or exactly what it is that they were trying to show us at that moment. I
I
am
did want to speak back on a comment that I think somebody made a long time ago. I think it was Jesse Lou that was confused on what he was asking me. He asked something about when I was talking about the Disney Plus stuff. Asked me something about the Galactic Star Cruiser at Star Wars. I
Oh,
don't know if you're
yep.
asking if I got the details on it. If you want the details, I did a live stream on it a couple months ago. It is still up there. You can go back and get the details on that. The the first week or two is completely sold out. And the funny thing is, check this out. This is the first time I've ever seen this happen. That they released exclusive pre-orders for, or you could order early for these rooms that are extremely expensive. To and you may not understand these groups in a minute, but at Club 33 members and Golden Oaks members first. Golden Oaks members is a community on Disney property where it costs you a minimum of $2 million to own your own home in Golden Oaks, where you do get annual passes to Disney World every year.
They should
And
let you in the park free.
yeah, and Club 33 members is something that Walt Disney started back in his time of Disneyland. If you ever go to by Pirates of the Caribbean, right next to the Blue Bayou, you see a door that says 33 on it. That is Club 33. That's the original Club 33. And it was a private club that Walt Disney had started. And it costs, I think, close to $50,000 to $60,000 a year to be a member. And they have added 4 other Club 33 locations, one in every park in Walt Disney World.
That is insanity.
So, mind you, that's what I'm saying. These people have the money to spend $25,000 to $3,000 on a single room. So it hasn't sold out past the 2 weeks. They're not really selling them very quickly after this.
That is insanity.
I actually
Insanity.
like, to be honest with you, now I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I actually like this.
I don't really
It
know how I feel about it.
Yes and no. I mean, first I thought it was stupid. I like the idea of the arrows and the coins. I think that does depict the Robin Hood very well. But to me, it's lighter colors, so it's not as much overpowering as some.
I like I said, I don't really know how I feel about it. I seen that Funko PDX said that he liked it, so I pulled it up real quick because I don't really know how I feel about this one. It's pretty decent. I mean, I guess
it's one that if I saw it somewhere, if I saw somebody selling it in a garage sale, I would probably easily pick it up.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I seen it out somewhere, I'd probably pick it up. Veterans Day was yesterday. We truly
Any
appreciate
veterans out
all
there,
the
thank
veterans
you
out there.
very much.
Thank you for your service. That's really all I have. That's it.
Yeah, man, that was a full show tonight. A lot of things going on. Not even a lot of things just Funko related. I know in a lot of cases we maybe seem like we bash Funko a lot. Okay. And maybe in a lot of cases it seems like we bash Funko a lot. But in the end, are we all still buying the product? Yes. It really comes down to what you like and what speaks to you and what's worth it to you one way or the other. Whether Target's screwing you, whether Funko's screwing you, either way, it's all up to what you guys like. So remember to collect what you enjoy and enjoy yourself. Don't forget, check out the join button down below. That is the Donut Life membership. As there's different prices with different people, and it'll help you to continue to help support the channel as well. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button as well. Always appreciate it, guys. Man, this is a lot of fun tonight.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, guys. Truly appreciate all of you guys. Have a good night. We'll see y'all next time.
Later.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. You know, we've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.